Hi, I'm Greg Doman, the Senior Product Manager for Wire Management here at IEWC. Today I'm joined by Peter Chrichton from Brady.
I'm a Strategic Account Manager and part of Brady's Aerospace, Defense, and Mass Transit team.
One of the main things that I see when I'm out in the field at a manufacturing site is that the folks on the floor think their printing process is okay and good to go. What are some of the warning signs that you've seen out in the field to make you think, their printing process may not be as good as it could be?
Great observation, Greg. And I see this every day going into customers. Printing, unfortunately, is being done exactly the same way, and how labels are applied today being done exactly the same way as it's been done for the past 20 or 30 years. And so when the customers come upon an issue with it, for the most part, they don't view it as an issue. However, they view it as a way of doing business, and they've learned how to adapt to adjust to the issue as opposed to address it and move forward. Probably the biggest issue I see, bottlenecking. When applying a label to your wire harness becomes an issue that is creating backup behind it because you can't apply labels in a timely fashion to keep the flow going through your facility, that's an issue. And that's probably the number one issue that I see, bottlenecking because of labels. The second biggest thing that I see is probably waste. At the end of the day, most people don't view a label as that cost intensive. And so with it, as they look at it, they throw a label out here, they throw a label out there. They don't really care. However, if they take the time to save those labels and actually find out how much they're throwing away, it's frightening. I've been into customers where I see them literally at the end of the day, they have a trash can full of labels left over. You start adding that up, it comes hundreds, thousands. By the end of the year, you have tens of thousands of dollars potentially you're throwing out, but you don't realize it. The customer doesn't realize it because they're throwing out that 5 to 10 cents at a time. The other thing that I see, how do people address these issues when they get bottlenecks or they're throwing out labels and they don't realize it? It's inefficiency. So what do? They throw more people at it, trying to solve the issue. So instead of having 2 or maybe 3 people doing the job, all of a sudden they have 5 or 6 people doing the job of those 2 or 3 people. Once again, though, they don't view this as an issue because they've learned how to overcome this, and so they think they've got that process down. This has been going on for decades in the industry, unfortunately.
So to summarize, our customers need to be looking for bottlenecks in their process, trying to identify and calculate the cost of their waste, and also look at how many bodies they're throwing at these problems.
Absolutely. Those are the main 3 things, and customers take the time to look at it. You're spot on.